What was a week of training like, Coach?
Good. I think we got some things accomplished.
Some of those things have to do with last week's result.
Sure. Working on a few defending in transition moments. How to stop that. And trying to just re-emphasize that we are, a good team. I mean, the last 3 games, we've been pretty good. Results might not show it, but we're a pretty good team.
Does it make it harder to prepare for a team that's got so many games? I think they have something like 8 games within 30 days or something like that.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a tough schedule too. So I hope that, everybody puts that in perspective. But they might do some changes tonight. So how do you prepare tomorrow? So how do you prepare? Well, you prepare saying, okay, this is what we think. This could be some options. This is the next layer after that. And as always, if we prepare our team and make other teams dictate or change to us, and we can dictate how we want to play, then some of that stuff solves itself.
Do you feel that you have as full a squad as you've had, like injuries and that kind of like?
We're getting closer. Chad was out here in full training. Brad was out here in full training. Kovar is the only one at half training. Fish is kind of half training, but we are getting close, very close.
But at the same time, there might be 1 or 2 games in a season where you get kind of to select from your entire squad, right?
That would be a nice luxury to have, Dave. We might have to. I mean, we got Chicago, KC, then RSL. I mean, that's a tough week.
Rain currently isn't expected tomorrow. How does if
I'd love it if it was like this.
You'd like the rain?
Oh, yeah, makes the ball move faster, and it'd be good.
Christian Roldan talked about managing Giovinco. How do you manage Giovinco?
Well, you try and not let him hurt you by denying him the ball whenever you can. Double teaming when you can. I mean, there's lots of ways to try and do it, but he's a really good player.
I apologize if this was asked earlier in the week, but a rematch with Toronto from last year's MLS Cup. Do you talk to your team about how motivated Toronto is going to be? Or, I mean, is it something where you try to control what you can control?
We've talked about other teams that have been motivated to play us as the reigning champs since the Houston game. We talked a little bit in preseason because I had spoken to, Caleb and, talked to Porter and, guys like that. And it's we knew it was coming, but we didn't really know until that first game against Houston. And then since then, we've been messing that pretty hard.
But even with Toronto being that team that you did beat to win it,
they're still motivated. They might be doubly motivated.
Coach, you mentioned team defending as a group. Is that something that was the emphasis throughout the whole week?
It was a large part of it, and I'd say more than half.
When it comes to trying to eliminate Giovinco from the picture, how do you do that so he doesn't become a problem and not to give him as much space as possible?
Well, we have to be aware of where he is on the field at all times. We have to make sure that he's not the first outlet, the first pass, because if he turns and runs at you, he becomes very dangerous. Closer to the goal, he's got a good shot with both feet from distance. So that's why, you got to engage him early, sometimes double team him. And his understanding of the game with Josie is very good. Those two play very well together.
What's the state of the team injury-wise and physically?
For us?
Yes, for you guys.
Pretty close to healthy. I think I mentioned just Fish is almost there and Kovar is almost there, but everybody else was pretty much in full training.
What's Vasquez brought to their team?
He's a good find. I mean, he's technically very clean, sees a lot of passes. He's been very good for them. Very good.
Gives them another outlet outside of. I mean, it seems like another guy that can deliver a
Plays
ball.
that left side, and yeah, he collects a lot of balls there. Is able to combine. Giovinco's actually his heat map is he's playing a little bit more on the right. The first 4 games, the last 4 games that we've tracked him. So is that because of Vasquez? Maybe. Last year, Giovinco, especially in the final, he was over on the left a lot. So it's opened the field up for him a little bit.
You have a Toronto might be a little bit more motivated, but do you think Clint Dempsey gets up for this just because he wasn't in the MLS Cup final, and this is a way to show?
Clint's up for every game. He doesn't take any game for granted. I can tell you honestly. I don't think that there's any additional whatever. I'm sure he enjoys playing against Bradley. I mean, peers. You play against your peers, and that's always a little added something. But Clint's happy with every game he can play.
With so much talent, do you do assignments for something like this?
You mean someone marking specific? No.
Yeah.
They gotta worry about our talent.
Got it.
How important is to have Roman out there for this game?
Good. Well, he played well against Giovinco in the final. Giovinco and Josie. I meant to say Josie because that was a good matchup to see. I mean, Josie got the better a couple times. Roman got the better a couple times. That was a good matchup.